Ok. Ok. Jeg er nervøs. Jeg skal innrømme at jeg er dritnervøs for det jeg skal til å gjøre nå. Bare så at ingen tror at dette her er bare se på, nå skal han snakke. Jeg har vært Jeg prøvde å prokrastinere her. Jeg prøvde å dytte det foran meg lenge. For de som vet, så vet dere at vi er midt i Tribe Experience, den 4. Så vi tenkte vi skulle ha det litt gøy. Vi kalte den for TTX IV4. And because of that it was in English, I have to actually continue this in English. But this is for the Norwegian community, alright? So I will speak in English, but that is just because the Tribe Experience is a global thing. So it has to be done. We have been on an adventure that is unlike anything else, and it's been documented. We have been saying what we're going to do up until this ceremony, which is the Tribe Experience. The Tribe Experience is using plant medicine to unlock new levels of yourself. This, for instance, plant medicine. This is just, it looks fancy. Maybe for some people it's like, he's a drug dealer! This is Amanita muscaria. And it's a completely legal drug. And I say drug. Muscinol and ibotenic acid. There's a lot of things and words in there that people might misunderstand, but this is completely legal. Completely with no judgment in the whole drug against wars. The war against drugs, maybe. So we have figured that it's not about the medicine. I run with the team. I do not do this alone. This could have not happened alone. So I just want to acknowledge you guys. Sindre, you beautiful bastard. Sarah, love you. You're doing the most magical job. Tom, I haven't heard from you in a while, but I'm going to meet you in the next week or 2. So many things are happening. All of this could only have happened if everyone was working towards the same dream. And this is just an extension of that dream. The Tribe Experience was just the community getting together, having a few laughs, and then talking about things in meditation and ice bathing and quantum flows and Wim Hofs. And we did a lot of crazy stuff. We just had fun. But while we were doing it, something happened. And it's hard to explain in words, which is why it's good that we have video evidence of it. It's been shared on YouTube many times. It's been talked about in national news. And it's growing in interest every single freaking time we talk about it. So we figured, okay, it's just time then we accept that we have something that is pretty interesting. It's pretty unique. And I know that because I've been talking to experts. I've been looking for all the people with knowledge on all the things within psychedelics, within epigenetics, quantum physics. For some reason, my superpower became the obsessiveness of learning another person's story. It's insane. I mean, the journeys I'm on when I'm in a good conversations cannot be matched. I'm a really good listener, but I'm a really good talker. And the people around me, they know that. And sometimes I get yelled at. So I'm not going to go all in, but it's good to make people have an opportunity to come into the stream and before we actually start this. I have a mission for some of you. For one of you. One of you guys will be asked to do something for the Tribe Experience, which is, as I say it, it's weird that I'm even doing this and that it is a possibility and an ability. Think about this. I'm just talking. Potentially, I can be talking to millions of people right now. And I just tagged 7,000 people in an everyone tag. The worst tag ever. So I'm talking to you guys now as we're creating this thing that could not have happened without you. The Tribe Experience is the community embodied. And it has grown into something completely different. More. Something that we cannot really explain in words, which is why we have to experience it first. And that's why it's called the Tribe Experience. We have a person who is on this journey with us, a tribe member. We have many tribe members, but this one is special because this happened in a long line of synchronicities. Because so many things have happened the last few days, my head is pounding and I haven't slept for more than 2 hours last night. And the energy that I'm having right now should not be possible. I've been told that several times today. I'm saying it is because of this. It's because of the Tribe Experience. It's because of the plant medicine. It's because of mushrooms. People go like, oh, but it's not their fault. We don't know what we don't know. That's why we do everything that we can to share what we know. That's how you grow. Kind of proud? Gotta admit it. I saw Lucy here the other day, and that movie just explains what's the purpose of life. And for those people who don't see it, because I think that you have to actually have felt some degree of it for it to really resonate so hard that you want to cry from that movie. Lucy, she says at the end that you know what to do. Now go do it. And I think it's just to create a freaking amazing experience. Love, high frequency, like high vibing things. People who know. If you don't know, you know where to go. I don't do this purposely. I do not rhyme to rhyme. So I'm sorry if that sounded gimmicky, because it was kind of slimy. That sounded weird. But for those people who don't know what I'm talking about, you know where I've been trying to shout it from the rooftops. Like, the link is literally on the screen right now. We have been doing this for a long time, and we have been creating this game of life. So it's a passionate project of mine. It's a personal development, holistic development project, where we're going to create these experiences, and they are going to snap people out of the sleep that they're currently finding themselves in, like fear of everything, and just the ability to live completely free. So this is kind of that. What we're going to discuss, 3 people on a mountain somewhere, is how to live free. God damn, Catherine! God damn! That is, so that takes me back. Thank you as well, because that hasn't happened since I was a gamer at the beginning of this journey. And that's a weird thing, because I was such a good entertainer, and then I just stopped. And then I had all these other things to worry about. Like, how to make a job, how to make money. Oh shit, I have to pay the debt, taxes, all those things. People don't really realize how freaking frustrating it is to be able to do anything that you want, and then you're taxed or hit with the tax bill once you hit a certain degree of money, like 50K, and you have to start to pay more. It's weird. I'm not going to go on a tangent. We need someone from the listeners and viewers right now. We need one of you to drive Marius Hey in the community, Norwegian Flame. We need you to drive him from Knokfjellveien 3. Knokfjellveien 3. I will never forget that name, Marius. It's insane. He said that I was going to remember. Knokfjellveien 3 in Vegårshei. Like, if you're not Norwegian, I understand. It sounds weird. You know, and my dialect is not particularly nice either. I'm a southerner. Norwegian southerner, which is like the exotic part of the ice. It's weird. But if someone could reach out, some people have been reaching out right now, so I just have to really pay attention. If any one of you can do this, first of all, you can type it in the comments in the YouTube. You have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes, though, if you want to do. If you want to reach out directly, I don't want to do this, but if you're in the group, which is where this is relevant, you just click my name and send me a DM. I'm going to check. I have so many unread DMs, but I'm going to check now for anyone who could be interested in helping us create this epic adventure. I can't really say how epic it's going to be, because, as I said, it's an experience, and we're documenting it, and we're going to show you when I find someone who loves to edit videos. If you are also listening, because this is on YouTube, go to the website, get in touch. I need a good freaking videographer, someone to document these things, because stuff is happening that you can't really explain. I danced with a horse. I have a GoPro to prove it. All these things that are coming out, I need someone to help getting it out. We're now 2 people, and we're going to be 3 people tomorrow. And it's happening as we're building the plane in the air here, guys. What can I say? I mean, we've been creating an adventure of game. A game of an adventure of life. It's hard to explain. It sounds crazy. But for those people who know that there are no limits, or those who wants to know that there are no limits, or learn, or support the cause, if you want to support the cause, I know, I rarely sell. And when I sell, I'm being called a cult leader. We're going to create a holistic development center called Valhalla. More information, go to the website. And we need 250 million crowns. Now, I've been raising all this by myself so far. It would be great if someone wanted to pitch in. And if you want to see more about what that is, that/about. And then there's so much. That's why we have the tribe experience. I will not get ahead of myself. The only purpose now, because my head is pounding. I haven't slept. I have to sleep. I need a person to help us out. An adventurer, a legacy forger, to reach out to either me or Marius and get him from Knokfjellveien 3, Vegårshei, to a undisclosed location that will only be revealed to you when you are the one. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings. Do you
fathom the depth of your responsibility?
I can go on. I can create a complete quest out of this, but I'm tired, and that is for tomorrow. We will do everything that we can to document, because we invested 4,000 euros, which is 40,000-ish crowns, into tents and camera equipment and everything that we need. I need way more money, because the things that I need to be able to stream wherever in the world is 4,000 crowns a month. Starlink, if you're watching this and you want to be part of this epic adventure, reach out. Actually, don't, because we are already... I will not... No, I have this tendency of just going on a tangent. I will not share too much. That was the assignment. If you have the ability, reach out. Marius Høy from Knokfjellveien 3, Vegårshei, to me. I need to know who it is. I should probably be live until I find out. Probably. And I don't have to talk all the time. You know what to do. I will be live, and I will just turn myself off a little bit while I just get some to drink. See you soon, you. I'm still trying to get through all the responses, so I'm gonna see if I can't find something that you can listen to, so that this stream is not just, oh my god, because we are weeding out the people here, people. I'm literally dragging this out so that I can share the most important information at the end, because only those people who are really in the know about this, about what this is and how they can support, will be there for the entirety of the stream. So we're going to do a little game, guys. I'm going to go through the responses. And until I announce here on the stream that we have found a response, the option is open. We need people to reach out, and one person to drive two people from Knokfjellveien 3, Vegårshei, to me. And only those people who are selected, that person, will know the location of where this is taking place. So some of you will start to realize that this is not a game and that we are going to create something epic. I mean, the police are probably wondering what the hell we are doing already, so I hope that we might get an appearance from them as well. If you do listen to this, the person who are here to stalk, please know that you can always call me, and then we can have a chat live, because that's the only way I do things. It's weird that I have to speak like this, but some of you will understand why. This is a crazy world, and I will find something that you can listen to.
pakke det inn og legge det på grøten?
Pakke inn
De filetene.
de filetene som du lager på det svære episke bålet der rett ut i hagen her nå. Det er det, ja, det er det du mener.
Så jeg tenkte jeg lager ikke noe nå.
Nei, vet du bare lager et fet bål! Alt skjer rundt bålet, folkens. Sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit between Norwegian and English, but seriously. I got a remedy, maybe. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Could have been porn. Instead of a copyright-free YouTube playlist. Oh, God. Oh, you really don't... Hydration. Let me see. Oh, interesting. We have two names. For the people still watching, if you haven't already, share this stream, because I think that this is just going to evolve. That's what I do. I evolve things. And make it epicer. Oh, I still have a headache, so I'm not going to push it. We're going to keep the stream open to answer any questions. You might have questions. If you do have questions, I encourage you to do what nobody does. Ask. They will appear here. Isn't that just like a coincidence? That was written weeks ago. Plant medicine and other important stuff. I could not have done that better myself, and I did, but not now. Way back when. When I saw this probably happening. God damn. This headache. I have a theory. I think that if you have a download, a massive one, like you feel the new information hitting your head so hard that it hurts in the back of your head. I have it right here. Right on top of my spine, there's always this freaking pressure when it's really heavy. I think empaths would resonate with that because it feels external. But I think that is my brain just trying to incorporate everything that has happened. And with an adventure like this, with so many things happening in one day, and no sleep, it is bound to hurt, but normally I'm in bed by now, and then it can hurt. It's okay. It's weird. That's a weird topic, and we're going to go probably more into that if people want to hear more about that. But right now, I just got a call from another tribe member, Frederick. So because we have the epic fire going outside, this stream will be open. He will be here. We will just figure out this as we go, and that's why I say share the freaking stream, because I think it's going to be a bit epic. It's going to be epic. I don't think it's going to be epic. But we're just going to do it as we go. So we're going to talk about a lot of things, I think, depending on the questions. I probably had a train of thought, but I forgot. The main intention of this stream was to get Marius Høy from Knokfjellveien 3, Vegårshei, to me. We have to do this tribe experience together, the three of us. You, which is funny. Like the dude I'm here with, his name is Marius. The number 3 has been all over the place lately. All over the place. But it's not like you're looking for it. It's like, God, 3. Again? You know, that kind of feeling. And now we were feeling like, and feeling is a very, very, very central word here. A feeling, a frequency, an emotion. Feeling like it was meant to have one more person. For this to be the best thing that it could be right now, one person seemed to be missing. It did not feel whole. And so we went around the compound, which is a epic walk in the woods with a whole bunch of checkpoints and just an adventure. Everything from start to finish is an adventure. From you get up in the morning, everything is an adventure because everything is a choice. And everything today, we just made fun of it. Like, we have an adventure. We're going to go on this trail. The trail has many access points. The demonic horse is blocking that trail and that. So we could go that way or we could face off with the horse. That way is a detour. The horse is a demon. And I'm not saying this just to sound weird and gamey. The horse, nobody approaches him. He's mean. I always thought that he was mean. Today I have it on recording that I was literally like bonding with him. Like you are a rebel, but you're not a rebel to me kind of thing. It was weird, and it is on camera, so I'm not going to go into explaining anything of that. I'm just going to show it when the time comes. The thing is, the adventure was so epic that we had these choices, logical choices. And I'm creating this thing called Saga, which is supposed to be your life as an adventure game, almost. Like, you're having fun. You're appreciating the fact that you can shit on a toilet with water, with plumbing. Because shitting in the forest with like this shovel thingy, the wiping, if you're not used to it, it's a learning curve. And so you learn to appreciate the ability to flush your shit. Just to be very philosophical about it. And so everything becomes an adventure because you know that you can do anything. Everything is just depending on one thought that you have to make an action to do something. Like the thing that we're asking right now. It requires quite something for someone to go, fuck it, yes. I will actually help this man travel across geographical distances by reaching out and saying, I will help this man travel across geographical differences. Did I say that? It would be interesting to know. Because it just requires a thought. And then the decision to do something about the thought. Information as well. Implementation is critical. Because information without implementation is mental masturbation. Like, you have a lot of potential in the knife with a spark maker. God damn, that is actually kind of... I got a little ashamed. I don't know what that is. Flint and stone. Before you make the spark, there's a lot of potential, but you haven't really used it. I wished I had my knife here, but I seem to be lacking it. You know what I mean? Before you have made the spark, there is nothing but potential there. And potential is shit. Because if you don't do anything about it, then it's just going to be a word. And most people, they have a lot of potential in spirit. There requires a certain someone to decide that enough is enough. That enough is enough and that you can actually do something about the things that you're complaining about. That's what we're doing today. Is this epic? I'm not sure. Everything is better with music. That's what's happened at the Tribe experience, with the music being catered to the experience. So that it follows this flow and you're just being taken on the adventure. It's insane what happens when you are tucked away and just deep into a story, a narration, a dance of words, and you hear melodies in the background. It's insane. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to create a meditation. Welcoming people to the Legacy Forge. A meditation that shows them exactly what the Legacy Forge is all about. And that is interesting. I already have that. Like, I already have a meditation. But yesterday we figured, what if we had a meditation that was custom designed for this experiment? Because it is an experiment and an experience. New word alert, experiments. We created something that was pretty mind-blowing, to be honest. I had a freaking wasp sitting in my face and sucking my blood while I was meditating, and I don't usually do that. And we did that whole face-off with the horse, which is also something that I normally don't do, but I see what it gets you in the long run, when you face your fears and let the domino fall. So that's where we're at right now. We're asking that one person who wants to face that dragon of bringing Marius Hay from Knutfjellveien 3 in Vegårshei to me, because we need this experience to happen. We're going to document it as much as the other participants allows. I will try my best to document every single thing, because we have a freaking amazing library of footage. I have thousands, probably, pictures, videos, and all that stuff that I never really released to anyone, because it seems like that is not what I want to do. I love creating things, but it seems like it has been just taken away because I had other things I had to do first. So now I've come to a point where I'm genuinely asking you if you want to be the most free person you can imagine by helping me edit videos. I will give you a job. I will give you a whole bunch of reward for your effort in ways you probably cannot imagine. That sounds weird, but I'm not promising money. I'm promising the feeling of having everything you need. the feeling of being free of any shackle, the confidence that you can have in yourself through the frequency of belief. Instead of prescribing something to another source, like a spirituality, a system, a god, a deity, like whatever it is, you can have that same authority because you are the creator of your reality among 8.5 other billion realities on this planet. But most people don't see that as an opportunity. And you don't know what you don't know. And that's why we have the TTX IV. You see what happens when you have music? I don't know what... Honestly, sometimes I speak. And I don't know what I'm saying. And that sounds weird. And it feels weird sometimes. Because if you're completely aligned with what you have to do in this world, and I say have to, because many people, and I'm going to go a little bit on tangents, but they are going to connect at some point. Some people will blame, let's say, money for all evil in the world. But let's face it, if you didn't have any money, you wouldn't be living where you're living. If you had a place to be, money would probably be a good thing to have to get you out of that place, whatever it is. Let's say that money is a tool to fix different things in the world that needs fixing. It's really weird to do the thought experiment of thinking of this problem. Could that be solved with money? What cannot be solved with money? So everything that I saw was kind of energy already because of the magic mushrooms. I saw everything as energy, and I just felt the frequencies all over the place. And I saw money as a energy, like a frequency, like the feeling that I have by having money made me more money. Does that make sense? If you have a lot of money already, it's easy to make 10,000 a month because you just implement the systems. If you don't have 10,000 but you're trying to make that, it takes a long time because you have to start from the bottom. You have to start somewhere. But those who do not implement does not do anything. So it became that. I don't see. I think my point was that I just channel sometimes. And I don't know what I'm saying. Because I'm just speaking from my understanding of my experience. You know, there's a lot of things. I have so many things, it seems, to say, but I haven't said it. I have kept it to myself, and I have been sharing who I am really with those people who are willing to get to know me. And honestly, it's been a wild ride. I think there are still people around me who cannot see exactly what's going on, even though they've been seeing it happening all the time. But I'm the only one who has been having my experience, right? So I'm the only one who knows exactly what's going on. And when I go around here saying that, oh my God, this is exactly what we need, tell me more. And just get to know people to build that thing. The thing is Valhalla. It's a freaking center. But it's not going to be a fitness gym. It's going to be an epic experience. Come in there to learn about epigenetics and quantum physics. In practical terms, like love is better than hate. Like really simple freaking principles. And see what happens. My kids are 5 and 7. 5 and 8 now. He just turned 8. She's going to turn 6. Today was her first school day. Never been a part of a happy occasion that felt like a funeral. Never. I was taking pictures of my girl. She was going into school. And I saw that school could get in the way of her education if I'm not careful. This song was really weird. It's giving this weird vibe. So I'm just gonna. So yeah, we have so many things that we talk about all the time. So many things that we work on all the time, on so many different fronts. And I have just been fragmented all over the place, not focusing on one thing until 2 days ago. That was the first time in months where I could say, all right, now I have the capacity. Let's do this. And honestly, I think my thinking of it was worse than actually doing it. I think me thinking it was hard was actually harder than actually doing it. Just felt like saying that 2 times. Not gonna say it a third. It's weird. I had a lot of conversations. And I know now I'm just talking. The main thing here is still to get Marius from Vegard to me. So I don't know. I probably get something I should probably start to do a little checkup, and we will do that in just a moment. Now we have found a little system for this. We're going to create more experiences on this live as well, because right now we're at my home. We're having this bonfire outside. We're going to create some magical dinner, and then we're going to reflect on what happened. Probably do a directly from the TTX live stream for those people who are inside of the TTX virtual, but you have to click a link for that, and you don't have the link. I know. Isn't that a coincidence? It's funny to say things are just happening, and sometimes it's like, oh shit. Or sometimes it's like, oh, ooh, shit. It just became more mystical. People are actually talking about it all over the place. I'm getting messages of screenshots from different forums saying that, oh my god, did you know that this is happening? As a ripple effect of what we're doing. And I've intentionally not shared that stream link yet, because I only want the people who really are ready for this to have it. Honestly. So it's nice having this space with you. It's interesting. I should have this. Actually, it would be better if I had it with you. I'm going to create a Zoom meeting right now. Yeah, we just amped it up. And I'm not going to be the only one filling the air. So I'm going to create a Zoom link, and I will send that link only to a select few. Only those people I know who takes action. The first one I will try to see if Frederick are up for the task, because this is a big one. And I think this is going to be a very revolutionary live stream. It's already been pretty insane. The event, not just the live stream. This is just one. Okay, I'm going to create the Zoom goal, and let's go from there. Everything is also kind of harder when you're sleep deprived, and when you're kind of sluggish, very sluggish. But the headache, that's the worst. The headache I could have done without. I have to drink. If I could have someone in chat just keep an eye on me, and if you hear that, just write in chat, drink. You know, that would be great. Just to have a accountability coach in terms of the hydration. And this is great. You don't see what I'm doing. I'm actually doing something as I'm talking and drinking. I promise. Oh, and Frederick, if you want to carry me a little bit, because my head is killing me right now. I'm going to send it. I'm going to see if you answer. If you do, respect. Respect to you, my bro. Oh, so I just got some support, some customer support done. That turned out beautifully, actually. Now I'm waiting. I've sent him the link, and we are waiting in silence, almost. And do you hear that clicking behind me? Amanita muscaria. It is a mushroom, and is not illegal. It is not deadly, although you might have heard otherwise. Muscinol and ibotenic acid is actually magical components that has the potential to open a few doors. But see, I'm having a headache right now, so I'm just going to be completely honest also about this journey. I'm going to talk to you from the inside of the journey before the journey has even begun, all right? Because here's the thing, you don't need the mushroom. That's the first thing. You really don't need the mushroom. The medicine is not the answer. Yep, I know. Some of you might have been offended right now and either called me out or you left the stream. So, you have seen these. I could be gimmicky, but it's literally, some of you are seeking the thing for the wrong reason. Some of you are going out there just to be having a fun time. Maybe you listening to music differently because you're in the experience. Everyone has different reasons as to why they partake in the ancient hobby of mycology consumption. I'm not sure if that is a term, but eating shrooms, eating magical mushrooms, and I'm going to say magical not because they're just psychedelic in the terms of psilocybin being one compound. Muscinol, or just Liberty Caps versus Amanita muscaria, or Chaga, or Lion's Mane, or Turkey Tail, this spectrum of everything that we have everywhere plant medicine is basically just natural medicine, and it's just medicine, right? So when I talk about magic mushrooms, it's literally just, it's a magical medicine. That's why I also love to say on these streams that I am not a fan of suicide or any of those things, because we're talking about things that it seems like people shouldn't be talking about today. It seems like if you're talking about things that could set people free from their thinking and fear, could end up in trouble. But what's amazing about it is that if you record everything and that is everywhere and people know about it, then they have a problem. You know, just making it happen willy-nilly. Whatever should metaphorically happen. It's weird. I think that we're living in a really weird upside-down clown world. We're getting barcoded at birth, and we follow these schemas and universal templates all the way up, grading systems. Is seed growing as you should be hoping for? You know, all that stuff. The system is flawed. And I'm saying that not because I think it's a quote. Now everyone, it's like the new trend. Everyone says the system is flawed. Have you heard of the lyrical? He sings a most beautiful phrase. Everyone is seeing how dirty it is, but nobody's cleaning. Hating on a dirty world, nobody's cleaning. So nobody's walking the talk. Nobody's actually doing something about the problem. And I think that doing something about the problem is to educate people on what they don't know. Like the medicine. Like plant medicine. Because if I could go into the chemical compounds of a chemical, like the compounds of the chemical. Also, my terminology might be off because I'm not certified. I haven't received a graduation in this. I'm only speaking from my own experience. But, you know, that was a tangent of some reason. Yeah, knowing about the different compounds. And if you can talk about these things in depth and length, because you're not trying to regurgitate, you're just, this is freaking fascinating. How is this possible? And you're genuinely interested to know more. Because you've seen that knowing more led to you doing something that led to something different than what you've had so far. That seems to be the common thread, right? It's really simple. Really simple. I'm doing that on purpose because if you want to know the answer, then that's interesting. I think it's facing your fears. And I think that it's just being radically open and authentic about who you are. And that you're doing what you're doing because it is who you are. So you're not working for working, the mere sake of working to get money. You're doing it because it is who you are. And to do that, you have to do some hard choices sometimes. Have some conversations that is not, right? Like, I feel different. But we have this boxed off way of looking at things. It seems like people are being offended for way less than they should be offended by if they just know the entire picture, the entire story. You know, but most people don't want to click anything or see anything or ask anything or engage with knowing anything. And that is a symptom of us having this technology that could live stream me farting here and being heard on all continents live, real time, which is pretty insane if you think about it. But it could also be to share a message. Right? If you can help someone see something that helped you, it's kind of selfish not to share it. And then all of a sudden you see that your time is valuable. And then you have to make different choices. And then you have to start a business. And then it just balls upon itself. And there's a lot to that. I'm simply just trying to drag out time until we know if Marius Hey came home from Knokfjellveien 3 Vegårshei. This is interesting. If you're still watching and you like what we're talking about, share the link. I haven't received word, I think, about anything happening yet. Who are you talking to? Hopi. Sorry, hold on, I'm going to fix it so that you can see it on the stream. It's not fun if you're just watching it. Watching me read. At least that's my experience. Like, I don't like to see a promoter or whatever having a host reading something that I can't see. Makes sense? It's like I have to start to imagine what was the question. And then if I don't get the question, I get like, or the answer, rather. But there we go. Now that just looks better, right? It's live. You can actually, if you type here, I'm going to see it. And I'm going to be like, I can sleep. But then there are those who are a little bit sadistic about that. You know those swatters? People who swat people? Or those people who just keep people engaged just to keep them up? You know there are actually industries built on this? People are rigging their bed with all sorts of disturbances, having a scorecard and everything. Their life is literally on a social media platform being waked up by strangers who wants to pay them to wake them up. That's how ridiculous everything is. No, I hope that you respect me enough. And I'm saying respect because you wouldn't have been here enough for this long if there wasn't something there. I respect the hell out of you for being here, and I think it's a thing of mutual respect. Please have it in mind that I haven't slept in 2 days. I would love to go to bed. Right now it's actually so I might have just got an answer. I'm just still trying it out. I'm actually good at my job, I think. I don't have Zoom, but I can download it, have a conversation live. Yes! We just had thank you. I just got a few messages. I'm on your wavelength and other amazing texts. I'm glad that there are like-minded people here because, to be honest, today there are few. And that's not on their fault. That's not on them. God, I can't speak. That's not on them. You cannot know what you don't know. Marius, I'm trying. You can just click the link. I will send you the link right now. You just click that, and when you do, you shouldn't have to get a account for that. Hold on, I'm so tired. There we go. I've done this so many times, so I'm actually basically working on muscle memory. That's what I'm doing right now. Marius, don't go away. Oh yes, did you show it on stream? I was so focused on writing what I had to write and I didn't see what he came in with. He just came in with music, being all epic-like. And now he's just stroking the aluminum. That's a sentence I've never said before. He's gonna create something amazing on the bonfire that he's making right outside. I have everyone has access to technology today that can allow you to bring those experiences right to the screen, right to the pocket, right next to the genitals of most people in the world. And we have these cameras, but I'm currently on this stream. This is just one stream, remember? I'm trying to document everything on the Canon. I have to probably find that camera because it's getting dark and it's condensy outside. We might do a break very soon. I don't like the fact that that might be outside. Hold on. Can you do it in some other way? I'm not good astrally with electronics. Oh, just click the link, bro. It's it should be just clicking the link, and from there it shouldn't be any. You will have an issue with microphone. Just know that everyone does. I've talked to thousands of people, and as you go into Zoom, you will see that there are some weird things that I can't hear you, and maybe you can't hear me, but that's normal. We'll figure that out. That's a quest. That's something that we can figure out together. And holy shit, like even if we don't manage to get you down now physically, we have a brilliant backup. I'm gonna try to act the devil's advocate while you're here. I'm gonna ask you some questions. And I'm going to be critical about what you say. And then we have this back and forth. And even if we know what we're talking about, many people do not know. So if we try to so can you go a little deeper into that, right? Just try to explain the way it works. I'm not sure it's not in it, but it seems to be a case of a lot of similarities. People are very like-minded when it comes to this freedom aspect. And it's very much like you send something out, you get something back. It's like an echo. So if you're looking for people who are change makers in the world, you're gonna find them, and you might not find them where you think. Like I wanted to work with people who inspire me, to be with people, to have those people in my tribe and around me all along. And right now, my life consists of only those types of people. People who nobody knows about, but they're famous in their circles. And it's a fascinating thing because all of these people have one thing in common. They want to make the world a better place, regardless of the price. Like what it costs, the pain of learning it, the pain of experiencing it, the trauma, the challenges, the overcoming, the conquering of the dragons, all the things, that journey. When you're through that, when you've faced your bullshit and it's starting to really expand into your uncomfortable zone, your fear zone, and see what happens when you conquer those, that's why I'm sitting here right now also with the headache, because day one of the tribe experience is basically to exhaust yourself. Physically, mentally. We just did a trip, so I'm pretty Actually, I could do another one, so we'll see. But I'm trying to really drain my battery, and then tomorrow I'm going to just sleep in. I'm going to really come back recharged, and the entire day is going to be about really optimizing everything. Through quantum flow, through meditation, through bathing, through all the things. Meeting the fears. If we find them, we face the fears. We do challenges that just is fun to accomplish some goal that we set on the day. It's really simple. It's fucking hilarious. And it's rewarding as shit. Because you don't really work out, but you're in great shape. And you're just having the blast of your life. And people are like, how is that possible? Well, just listen. And we can tell you that. But you have to make the choice. I will not tell you that for you. It's like when you have done this for so long, it's not about doing anything for other people necessarily to make money. It's about doing something that can sustain you to help other people. So regardless of who joins or who does not, this adventure has been exponentially growing regardless of what is being done. Like it's like you can try to stop a freight train. It's like the universe wants all of this to happen, and I see all these synchronicities. People reaching out, people saying, "I'm seeing the same thing. You're not crazy," because I felt like a crazy person for a long time, talking about energy and frequencies and vibrations and quantum physics and the Copenhagen double slit experiment. You know how that can mess with your head when you start to really see reality differently, and you're like, "How?" I guess I just have to accept it. It's the only thing you can't do, but it's really uncomfortable accepting it. Really accepting your past is a freaking horribly hard thing to do. I had $4 million in debt. That was my story. That was just one part, like one fraction. Yesterday, me and my brother Marius, we talked about this, and he asked me a simple question, but nobody listens. When this is being talked about, they realize that it's so much longer than what they are intended to invest, in terms of effort to hear this. So the whole conversation stops before it starts. This is why I'm making videos, because I was so fed up with not being able to finish my point, being asked a question, and then being judged for being too thorough of explaining the question so that this answer makes sense. But that is not anyone's fault. Like that's something that I have struggled with accepting. Everyone has their unique frequency, their unique freaking place of magic, their spark nugget of wisdom, whatever you want to call it. Everyone has it, and once you tap into it, right? And for those people who have tapped into it, they can see people who are almost about to tap into it. But the person who is about to tap into it, to find their joy, their spark, we call it SLS. I'm just going to say that right now. But it's a long topic to cover right now. And again, this is a rescue mission. Marius Höj, Knokfjellveien 3. There goes it. I seriously, I'm never going to forget your address. I'm programmatically installing it in my brain right now. So, yeah. Everything nice. I actually set a stop for a tangent that just, if it was interesting so far up until that point, it's just the beginning. Probably. Like, we're just telling stories about how we got here and trying to make it fun in the same, you know? I think I was onto the whole having a agenda. You can feel people with an agenda, with an intention. You know, people who go into the bar and they have this little thing in their pocket and there's like, I like that woman, I will make her unconscious and then force myself upon her. That's stupid. That's so idiotic. That is weak. You know, but that person is usually someone who just talks and just without actually doing anything about what he's bragging about to his friends to act cool in his group of friends, right? Every time, like, have you tried to drive through a neighborhood to see how freaking similar everyone is? That if one person does something, the neighborhood does this domino effect, and all of a sudden everyone just paints their house brown for some apparent reason. Yeah. They are so big of an issue when I'm thinking about them that they kind of overturn everything. It's hard to communicate what I'm thinking when I get into those. But why? It's right there. Like, you should be kind to other people. It should be logical. That should be logical, right? That's what I thought. I thought there was logic in how Norwegian Flame got created. Because I thought I was going to find a whole bunch of like-minded people. But holy shit, there are people in here that are downright toxic. But then you see that not everyone has reached any, like, that part of the journey, if they're even on it. And if they're not on it, that's on them, right? No need to judge, no need to do anything. It's their journey. All creds for even having one, if you have one. If you don't, good for you. But I thought that most people would understand my language when I spoke in this group because it was about the key that shifted everything for me. Silasabi Samela Seada, Liberty Cap, Flame. Today I learned a freaking song about Flame. Well, I didn't learn it because hold up. We're doing this live, you know how it is. Oh my god. Okay, we're trying to make a live stream. Both of us at the same time. Actually, I'm going to do a test. Can you hear me? You're watching this right now, Marius, right? Answer me on Messenger without me asking you in Messenger. Answer me in Messenger if you're hearing me right now. I don't think he's on the stream. I have to answer him so that we can get him on the call, because we have to use Zoom in order to connect the streams. We have to have some platform. He has made a YouTube account, but we're not going to be able to connect through a YouTube account to YouTube account. That is, does anyone know if you can actually connect a YouTube account to another one while live streaming? Because that should be going through the streaming software like OBS or something. I'm going to do this in Norwegian. Hold on. Yo! Jeg har skikkelig vondt i hodet enda. Men jeg ser at du kanskje ikke er på streamen akkurat nå. Men det eneste vi kan gjøre er å ta det over Zoom. For det at vi må koble sammen. Og så kjører du på YouTube, hvis du skjønner hva jeg mener. For YouTube kan vi ikke snakke. Hear me? Shamani, hey, now you can... Yes! I can not hear you. I can see you right there. Ok, fantastisk. Fantastisk. Nå kan vi snakke rett på stream. But I can't hear you. I can see what you're saying, so you can be a part of this online discussion. I love that name, by the way. It has so many meanings, kind of. You state your problem in Norwegian. Feel free to do it in Norwegian, because it's no, like... Raymond, if you're sitting down there in Texas wondering what we're talking about, it's Norwegian places. We're trying to get a person from one place to the other. It's an important quest, and we're doing this during the most important quest, one of 3 during the year. Essence Anvil TTX IV.
Essence Anvil TTX IV.
I want to make it epic. I'm doing that just to create a show, and I hope you like it, because I'm not gonna stop. So actually, I don't care. But yeah, Marius, if you want to communicate with me through that chat, because we can see this, you see that we got you here. Engage with us, share your story, not your story, by the way. Don't share everything, because I want to have that pleasure of actually talking to you face to face. That is important to me. Please respect my boundaries. I have to speak to you face to face, look you in the eyes, and feel the energy that we create during that epic conversation that is going to take place. If we have to, is it possible that you just take a plane? Can you take a plane from Vegårshei? How far was it? How many hours? I was supposed to check that just before I went live. Directions! Okay, from my place. Yes. Yes. So, it's 2 hours. Oh, shit. I would like you on Zoom, but I just had an epiphany. Hold on. Trying to communicate it verbally or mentally before I sprouted into the world with no meaning to it. Give me a sec. I might have to confer with my good friend. But the entire meaning, the entire purpose of TTX, the Tribe Experience, the Legacy Forge, SLS, the FML Project, Saga, Ragnarok, Legacy AI, or any of the things that we were doing, was to prove that you could do it from anywhere. And I don't think he paid for the cabin. We said we were going to do it, but they have a shitty website. And I said that I was going to help them, but I haven't had time. But you basically have to VIPs them. Right? And when you have to pay for a cabin and VIPs them, a lot of things get complicated when you have an automated system that requires manual labor. You know? Is anyone of my automation friends out there just agreeing with me on that? It's an irk to see something that could be more efficient not be more efficient because of lack of effort. Not the point. TTX is supposed to be mobile. I'm getting a van, like one of those magical freaking vans, a camper van, of course, but it has everything that you need to create a tribe experience like that, anywhere in the world. If you're friends with me on Facebook, check out the picture. Just scroll down. There's a lot of shit in there. But that picture, yeah, it helps to know what you want. Let's just leave it at that. So we're going to be able to have it everywhere. But this tribe experience, like TTX-IV, was supposed to be on the place where everything just happened. Where it happened. 11/11/22. 11th of November 2022, we had the first tribe experience, and the things that happened during that freaking experience, and I'm not just talking about the magic mushroom experience, I'm talking about the experience of life, where magic mushrooms were just a little part of that extra little frequency to really connect at the end. We were basically creating 2 days in advance. And that's a story that is going to blow so many minds, and we want to make it really epic. So we're creating this now, documenting everything, so that I can make a video that if I use any soundtrack, if I say, let's say, yeah, and then we had this other participant who went through a psychosis, and I can show you the videos of him speaking from the psychosis. He's currently creating a fire to create a duck in my front yard. We have redefined a lot of things. Doctors are saying that it shouldn't be possible. Things that happened to me shouldn't be possible. But we just said, I don't think that I should believe you when you say that nothing should be possible for me. It's my experience. So to bring this to a close, this thing, we could drive up to you. I mean, we can do anything. Anything. And we haven't really married to the whole thing. Oh yeah, you crazy man. Because I heal and I do on Mother Earth's job, I am more in astral world than this thing. I know what you mean, bro, but dude, we're gonna talk about merging these things. I'm saying using AI to promote spirituality. Like using the ancient wisdom, combining that with the quantum computing power of today. Bro, you have just entered SLS. And that is something that you have to experience. We can't talk about it. We have a page. torsapolo.com/SLS. See how easy it is when you kind of know people are asking questions, you just create a thing. Go there instead of going have to repeating yourself all the time. I love this. It's like if you've been here, you know. And right now, how many people are you? How many are you right now? Not that, like, I'm amazed by the fluctuation because tagging everyone in a group of 7,000 people, you can see right away who's a real person of like mind because they're going to stick with you from beginning to end. The other ones, they don't see what it is, so they just, this was not Kardashian, I'm going to just leave right now. Or they're going to be like, fuck no, and then just leave. Or they're going to call you cult leader. All of these things saying from personal experience running a magic mushroom community. It's been a journey. But now we're actually doing it. This is a live thing. Right now, I don't think we're appreciating how huge it is that we are having a live stream during an event that we set a date for. And we're currently on the event, and everything is happening exactly as it should. Like, for me, I'm having issues accepting it. I'm going to turn off the mushroom machine right now. Amanita muscaria takes a long time to dry. Or is that just what I currently think? You might think that should be easier. Well, this office is a shit show. There are things everywhere. If you just knew, this is like Instagram. It's like what you see versus reality, which is a lot more than what you're seeing here. Like this is the nice. This is the nice. I like this. And now we're going to move everything down to a new place, a new studio, a new freaking place of creation. How is the fire? Perfect. It's perfect. But yeah, Marius. Oh, I love the way you speak. We're going to have a whole bunch of topics and conversations. If people here saw the episode of The Glitch, right? The Glitch, if you haven't, it's on the YouTube channel. So just go in there and just search for The Glitch or just see in the, I think I've made it easy. I think I'm currently doing the whole sorting thing, but The Glitch. This guy is an amazing dude. I talked to him today. I might have a response if you're watching this right now. Do I have a response? No? We talked about some really interesting things. I should have sent this to the email list, but as I have said, I have just been doing this because it's fun. And because of that, there's been a lot of emails that has been sent at the wrong times. A lot of people don't get the emails because they never knew they existed. I have too much self-confidence, or like, not confidence. I doubt myself too much sometimes to actually send an email. Because what are they going to think? It happens all the time. Those are the fears that we're talking about. Just doing the just hitting enter. It's insane what kind of a journey that is through just doing it. But it depends on the heaviness of the enter, right? How much is going to change by you clicking enter? And we've been trying to grasp how much that is during the last few days. And it's hard because every time it's like, but it's logical. It's logical. Oh shit, we just have to do XYZ. Like, that's insane. And right now, X has been made. We're currently going to Y, which is getting Marius Høy down here. From Knoke, Fjellveien, 3. Vegårshjem. Also, Marius, have you sent word? Because you're going down here. I can only do as much as I can do, you know this. And this live stream I think this has been the best promotional live stream that I've ever had. And you can say that I did my best. I think I did pretty decent. So right now, anyone who's still listening, if you would join us on this adventure, that would be great. Only one of you will be chosen because not everyone is supposed to know where the tribe experience is because it's moving. So it's a very secretive and mystical thing. That is not a cult, nor is it an enterprise trying to take your eggs while you're sleeping. Weird examples, right? But we have so many fears and assumptions of things that it's just not more than people gathering around a campfire. There's a lot of things happening in the silence as well, but most people don't know. That's why I like this whole experience. It's like having a game that not everyone is playing, but everyone has the ability to play. You know? And I'm just saying, Ready Player 2. The Legacy Forge. I hope I've made you curious as to what we're doing. If I haven't done a good job. But you can learn more just going to thelegacyforge.com, which is a free freaking Discord server where everything is going to be shared and everything. That's where I want to have impromptu live events, in the Discord server, not in the Facebook group, because a lot of people here in Norwegian Flame is not my people. Just going to say it as it is. I don't want the negative energy that comes from the uncertainties of some people or the arrogance of thinking that they know everything. You know, trying to be humble. I'm trying to be humble enough to say that I'm not the expert. I'm simply sharing my stories. And even though you're trying to cater to every need, there are always some people. So a little percent, always, that just finds everything that they can just attack. And I've been trying to make it clear in every single video that I've made after that. Just to, just fill a spoon and just, nope, don't assume. Now you get it. That was not a metaphor for anything. I think that people are fully capable of being fed their own stuff. Now I'm just on a tangent. I'm thinking out loud, which sometimes doesn't make sense because I have all these other things to think about to make sure that it makes sense. And right now I'm just streaming because it's important. It's weird. It's the energy that just keeps me up. And all of this without the use of plant medicine. Depending on your definition of plant medicine. I see plant medicine as anything growing in nature. Anything. Even Amanita muscaria. A completely legal, magical medicine that has been used by people for thousands of years to more or less manifest life through the visualizations you can do in dream walking. But no, everyone think that this is poisonous because it's red with white dots. It's weird. It's like the further you go, it's like, why? And you start to ask, why? No, why? Why is this legal? And then Psilocybes melanceata, Liberty Caps, plain, is not. It has it's the same power. Because the power is not in the freaking medicine. It's in how you think. And how many questions you ask. And how are you... No, actually, let me rephrase. About how committed you are to actually doing the things that you want. It's about unlazying people. That's sometimes the best thing that I can say. Most people are lazy. They don't want to make the effort to learn the entire story. You know? I love Amanita. I have no idea. I have never tried Amanita. This was supposed to be the first inaugural night of Amanita, and we don't really know if... Who knows? Maybe we're going to do Amanita muscaria. See? Actually, I said that we were going to use Amanita muscaria in the tribe experience, but there are many plant medicines, as I previously said. Chaga and all the things that you can use just during a meditation or before meditation or everything. So that's just plant medicine. And psychedelics for me is almost synonymous. It's nature. Nature's medicine. And yeah. Was there any point? I think that the injustice between that being legal and Psilocybes and melanceata being illegal is stupid. The law is illegal. That was the point. Because why? See, what irks me? As Peter Griffin would say, what grinds my gears is that people think it's dangerous when you have a few people who says it's not. Those few people include the Beatles, Steve Jobs of Apple, and a whole bunch of other people who created freaking magic in the world, which everyone appreciates. And they say openly that it came from psychedelics. And they can't really say that everywhere because people will judge them. The one thing that got them to where they are, because it showed them the path, if they were open to see it. You know, you can use it in so many ways. And I'm not saying that any experience or way of using it is wrong or right. It's like a feeling. They are neither good or bad. It's the reaction to it. It's a choice. You know, everyone has their own choice to do whatever they want. And if my choice was to go out into my lawn where there happens to grow a mushroom who happens to like how the moisture and the pH values and the temperature and all those things are aligning in the soil, and it happens to want to grow there, and I happen to find it, then I think I should be able to happen to eat it as well. Did that make sense? I think that the ending there was really hard to articulate, but if I can see something growing from the ground, then I shouldn't be asking it for permission to put something into my body. It's like there was a situation not that long ago where people were asked to put something in their body that was not really their choice. Some people said, well, that is actually my choice. I'm not going to. Thanks. Too many unanswered questions and my brain itches. I hope you respect me. I mean, what can they do? They can't force it on you. Your fear dictates how you react to anything. So I just said I feel like the law is illegal because it should not be up to anyone if I am eating something from Mother Nature and being able to do things that most people just don't. And it's positive. Like creating good experiences with people, healing them from trauma, getting them through challenging situations, seeing that you can actually make a difference in the world, making sure that they see that as well, because that's my magic is this. I'm talking right now. The best magic is a dynamic conversation, back and forth, where I can just listen and I can find your patterns. My superpower is understanding the human mind, it seems. And I'm not going to say that I understand everything about the human mind. Don't get me wrong. Stop assuming. But something about consciousness and the totality of that is a deep fascination of mine. And it has allowed me to have conversations that is energy driven. I pick up an energy. I go for the energy. I can make some results happen throughout the conversation because of the energy. If I make people feel. You know, there's a quote about that. Some woman a long time ago said that people will forget what you say. They will never forget how you make them feel. And if you can make them feel freaking epic by removing the one problem that we all have in this world, which is financial freaking situation, now it just seems so freaking idiotic to me that is the biggest question that is asked. How do I make more money? Like the financial situation is what's keeping you down. If the financial situation is what's keeping you down, we have ChatGPT, a free tool where you can use anything. You can learn anything. You can do it for anything. If you don't want to do it, you can make it do it. But most people don't. They saw the world changed. They heard people say it, but they didn't click in to see what it could do. It's everything. You can make it do anything, which is insane. So my argument is always that what if you had a group of 10,000 people, and in that group, you are giving value. And all of a sudden, after years of giving that value, you're saying that actually this value is valuable, and I should respect myself enough to actually charge for that if that is my life. If that's how I make my income, providing someone a different experience, I should be valuing myself enough to charge for it. So you charge a ridiculous amount. $10 a month. Many people will buy Netflix and shop Spotify, but they will not go in and invest more than a coffee in themselves. So here's the thing though. If you do that, if you have a membership for $10 per month, and 1,000 people out of those 10,000 pay you $10 per month, isn't that $10,000 per month? From you just talking, just sharing knowledge because you have some fascination, some interest that you want to talk about. And so you talk a lot about it. And then people are like, holy shit, I made $200,000 last month. Thank you for that. And then all of a sudden it dawns on you that, oh shit, should that be free? I think it should. I think that I can give you every single piece of knowledge that I know that could set you free in financial ways, in any way that you want. Location, financials, feelings, emotionals, relations, all the things. Everything that is based on energy. And I think that that is more or less everything. It sounds weird, I know. And if you judge it, good on you. Like, everything can shift if you just want to learn that one thing that could change everything. Everyone has a gift. I think that sometimes that's where it is, right? You don't see your own value. You don't want to share your gift because who are you to share it? Everyone knows this. No, they don't. They don't. You might have some fascination that you think that everyone knows, but you're just good at it. Trust me. So many more people needs to hear your value so that you can help them through a storm that you have already gone through, which they are currently facing. Like, if you make sales, which is basically just exchanging energy, if you make that normalized, that people should respect each other and value themselves enough to charge for what they can bring to the world, and then their self-value is reflected in the price they charge. Because you're not talking to everyone. They're talking to the elite few. And I'm saying elite here on the frequency spectrum, okay? Because you have people that are more like you than more other people. You probably have friends that are more family than your actual biological family. It makes sense. You were born into it. They want to protect you. So they will talk to you from their fear of you messing up. But if you don't fear the fear, you messing up might not have been a mess up. You know, but I know the struggle through that is hard. Finding your like-minded people is that family that you extend. I have so many family members, it's insane. Actually, we call it tribe in the Lazy Forge, and this is what 3 of my brothers, all of my brothers, because 3 of my brothers is the entire flock. We're 4 people with that tattoo, all on the underarm. This, yeah. Family has always been so freaking important. Because I know what it does when it's actually functional. I know what it does when the presence and the love is just there. You know, when everyone, we not being rich, working fucking 2 jobs. It sounds like a cliche. My mom is my hero, basically. But to see that, to learn that you're doing everything that you can to provide, to give love, to share. Like that. Like, that does something to you. And I think that most people with that drive, they're special. They're freaking elite. And they do that within their topic of interest, their passion, their beliefs, their bullshit, their belief system, the BS. So basically, my job is to look at people, talk to them, and see that with today's technology and you sharing that message that you have right there, it's so fucking simple to create all the money you would ever need. Because everyone is unique. There are 8.5 billion different realities out there and we're just trying to coexist. Instead of seeing the reality as one reality, it's so much more fun to see every person as one reality. And then just trying to see how can I do diplomatic services and communicate with this different nation or reality. So those thoughts are freaking impressive. It's impressive how much fun they are. To just have that question, and then just what can we... right? It just becomes an adventure. You go around and just create this freaking amazing experience. That's what the tribe experience is also. It's just life. SLS. SLS is also just 2 words set together. Esas in Hindu means feeling, and følelse in Norwegian means feeling. So SLS is just feeling. Feeling. You know? But it doesn't exist anywhere. Like, the only mentioning of it online is what I've said. And we just said it as a joke. Now it seems to me that if you just can invent a new word that nobody's heard of, and you can create a description of that, so that you can actually explain a feeling, then you can do anything that you want. Anything that you want. Then you just have to have fun sharing that. And also be respectful. It's your truth. But sharing that is just, it brings joy. It brings amazing. What is happening here? Have I received a whole bunch of comments already? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I have a headache, but I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go and answer the comments on the group. Can't believe I didn't think. You are not a very good writer, and I am not the one. We're gonna learn a fuck ton about human psychology here now, people. This is interesting. This is coming from a administrator in a group of 8,000 people where I asked for help in the most obscure way. Then you just don't know it yet. Somebody answers. There's a lot I don't know. This I'm certain. Well, if you're not the one, you're not the one. Neo didn't know, but I think everyone is Neo. That's what's fun. I want to make everyone Neo. Marius sent a photo. I have you. I'm just gonna read through the things. What is that to say? What is that for a thing to say? I'm also gonna read it in Norwegian in English from Norwegian. Which one do you mean? Actually, let's create an experience. That's what I do.
What is that a thing for say? What is that for a thing to say?
Which one do you mean?
Well, no, the comment about him not being a good writer and that. Like, what's up with the love, right? Maybe there's an internal vibe they have, but I don't know. I got bad vibes from the comments in question to the nice post that he made.
Thank you, Iselin. Like, seriously. It's so hard to be as authentic as you possibly can, right? I can just say right now, I'm the most honest people that I know. That became funny once you thought about it. I have never met a person who is more honorable and honest. It got me in trouble. That's why I'm saying this. I went in intentionally to have a conversation that I knew had the potential to ruin or change the entire future of my family and myself. But I knew that it had to be shared because only then could the problem be fixed. The problem was not even a problem, but there was a lot of context to be had. And if you don't want to have the context and choose to react out of the effect, like, oh, I didn't like that, and then you react emotionally, that could ruin so much. So, I don't know, like, what the point of that was. Yes, the whole frustrating thing. Like, I'm trying to be as genuine and awesome for you guys as I can. I'm saying awesome because I think that the Tribe experience is awesome. So trying to figure out how to create the most epic game. And it goes way beyond what you've seen. But then seeing the results of that, and then doing everything that I can. I've never been unfaithful, for instance, ever in my life. Couldn't even imagine being that. And I have this mental agreement with the one, almost. Like, I have a soul merging with the mother of my daughter. It's hard to explain, but the love there cannot be defined. And I had to figure out, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so much stronger than anything I've felt. I know that we're just twin flames, right? And it's funny because earlier today, Marius said that he and his wife is also a twin flames. So they're actually gonna soul merge. That's the new kind of wedding. Just wait to see. It's gonna catch on. Basically, I wanted to show my partner all these things. And if I was acting from emotional outrage, we wouldn't be together right now because I gave the next step necessary. It's weird. I see where we are heading. She sometimes don't. I'm not just saying she's a lovely, fucking amazing person. I hope that you're going to meet her. But all the people around me, the journey that they're on, kind of, is like right now in this situation, yes, it sucks a little bit. But look at the saga that you're already creating. Look at the story. Look at where you're going with this new plan and goal in life. Holy shit. Let's do it. Yes. It should be fire fast or fireproof. Fire fast. Not a word. That's a bad Norwegian translation. Let's see. Let's go. Very inspiring. Is fun when more people wake up from the habitation. You know what I'm gonna say? Try to say. I'm really sleep deprived, guys. I'm basically doing this to try to get Marius from Knofjellveien 3 down to here. Actually, if you don't come tomorrow either, like, that's what I've been thinking now after we've been doing this. Just this happening, this live event would not have happened if you didn't have the conversation with me just before it happened. So even if you were not able to come down here now, you have already added so much to the entire experience. And we're going to have a new experience in September. Probably more than that. We're going to have 3 main, but right now we're building the whole thing. But the plan is to have 3. Essence Anvil. Now. But like right now. Now there's the season is starting. it makes sense to teach the foundational things right now, right? And then try to cover the foundational things of everything that we do inside of the Legacy Forge. Just a fuck ton. Oh, we're having issues. Sometimes you can get a little panicky, I guess, with live streaming. Said issues. We have so many things that we're doing, right? And because of that, there are so many things happening all the time. And even if you don't come tomorrow, we are doing this one in September because a lot of people are arriving now in the beginning of September. Holy fucking shit, guys. Marius, you're not the only one. More people have answered the call. And Thomas, you're coming from Bali. I look forward to meeting you, bro. And Marcus, I'm going to be meeting you for the first time in physical life. And he's looking at airfares right now. Harald, if you're looking at this, you know, we have to make serious of the plans. But it's happening right now. And all these things are just evolving out of where we are. So back to the whole 3 seasons thing. The Essence Anvil is basics. Level 1, now in the season. Level 2 is Ember Forge. That is like for the advanced person, but not as advanced as they have reached that point of, I cannot possibly go any further. You've reached maybe, you know, some success to whatever that means for you, and you are free to do what you want when you want. So Ember Forge example is Frederick, the guy that I was going to have here on the stream. He went from having a job he hated, long story short here, to make almost 20,000 euros per month, like 200,000 euros per month. And that's not a ceiling. He's going to continue to go up from there because that's possible today. And that was because of what we're talking about. More or less, I'm not going to take the entire credit because it's Tribe. It's having that support network around you, Tribe. We have all these people wanting people to succeed, and you cannot help but succeeding in those cases. And then we have Exalted Hammer, which is the top notch. Elon Musk, if you're listening to this, we still have that solution for your X sign. I'm purposely leaving links because I know what social media can do with virality. We have the solution for his X sign, and we're the only ones with the patent. Some people will know that. It's like, oh, nice, goddamn. So let's soon reach out to Elon. And then that's it. 3 things, 3 packages. Beginner, advanced, let's call it Forger, Legacy Forger. Like, I guess when you have that mastery and you have everything in life, but you're missing that one thing, that experience, that Tribe experience, then that's where you go. And that is going to include choppers and a whole bunch of things to make the adventures epic. But, you know, we can't cater to all. And that's why we're doing these things right now. But that's the program, basically. And it's interesting because every time you talk about that, people will be like, no, it costs money. I mean, they write that from their iPhone 14. I'm saying I have been there. Like, I used to buy all the PlayStations before they got there. I was the first person to come into the store and say, I pre-ordered this. Yeah. PlayStation 4. I was supposed to do that with 5, but I never got that far because there was other things that I had to focus on. Like getting all this done and having fun while doing it, taking care of my family. A lot of things happen at once. And now, it's like it's just coming together. Everything is coming together in the most insane freaking way. Because everything that we teach is free. Everything. It's on YouTube. Hundreds of hours. And anyone can learn it. I've given out the blueprint several times for free. The first one was actually the field guide that I dropped in this group, or in the Norwegian Flame group. Everything is out there for free. And for those people who wants that next edge, know that there are possibilities for that. There's a lot of them. I think I mentioned the list earlier. And if you don't know, go into torsopola.com. Check out programs. Or just join Tribe. It's free. Legacy Forge. I can't believe how often I have to say it's free. Just because I know that people in Norway, we do not like to spend money on anything at all if it doesn't impress the neighbor. And if you do, then it's never on yourself. You know, it takes a lot for a Norwegian to actually admit that they could learn something. Because I was the same way. I can't say that I am right now anymore because I found my partner. And she's Chilean. And en español, or en español, en Chile, I speak I speak Spanish, actually. Right now I'm too tired, but I speak Spanish because of her, just living with her. And that is insane. That is the medicine. But because of her values from Chile, I started to be more humble. Like, seriously, we have it good, guys. You have no idea how fucking amazing we have it. You know that feeling of not having to work because you're just getting money for doing nothing? But then some people like to complain on social media about not getting enough while on their smartphone and Netflix account because those are necessities today. Interesting. You know, and some people, they know that something else. Tangents. I love them. I really do love them. Because I often get surprised myself when I speak about them. I live through life in love. Hold on, I'm just going to center myself again. I live my life through the perspective of love, or lens of love. That everything I do should have some positive impact. Hopefully help someone else. And if I do that, love is the only currency that kind of comes back the more you give. That's the energy that I'm on right now. Because many people, when I'm on this frequency, and I'm out there about with everyone else, people ask, what are you on? Nothing. This is the feeling you get before the tribe experience. What comes from it cannot be explained. But this is kind of the level of energy that you get. I haven't slept for more than a few hours the last few nights, and I don't feel really tired. I feel sluggish. So purposefully, as it is 10:30, I will go out there, enjoy the fire with my good brother. We will have this amazing duck. And tomorrow, we're going to start Tribe Experience. And if you want to learn more, you don't have to pay to learn more. You can go to torsapollo.com/TTX, click on one of the things that resonates with you, knowing that it's starter, advanced, and master. And then, depending on where we are at and filling that list when the season comes, Exalted Hammer, number 3, is now in the winter time. Because there are only 3 seasons, we figured. Why not? The first now, this is the essentials, and then we just go from 1 to 3. Because in the winter time, you want to be able to have the experience in the cold or the warmth, whatever, right? There shouldn't be a limit to where you want to do it. And then 2 after that, like in the spring. The spring is a nice time of year. The spring and the summer again is for the Ember Forge, the people who are advanced, who wants to really see what else is possible, because there are lots. If you go to the Discord channel, thelegacyforge.com, then I will actually make able the meditation that we've been using so far. Is it going to be free? It's going to be just a sound file. It's going to be in the Discord server, and we're going to create a new one now with the insights that we got from this TTX. That will be insane. And you haven't even heard the horn. So for the people who are still on this freaking live stream, I want to let you know that I love you. And you know that I'm freaking genuine and serious about that, because you have been sharing the most valuable asset that you can share with someone, and that is your time. I hope that you're using yours valuably. And if there was anything that you got from this video, anything at all, anything, did I make you feel better? Was there anything? I would love it if you shared it, because maybe there is someone else who could benefit from that same thing. Or share it with your friends. This is not to just share my video. It's because I need 250 million crowns. And I don't think I'm going to get that in one lump sum. So the one lump sum. If people share it, and there's $10 there, $10 there, and all of a sudden I could put a paywall on the Legacy Forge, but I don't want to do that. So everyone is free to join, but share it. If you do, you're going to get a legacy key down the line, but I'm not going to share too much. There are 9 in total. The legacy keys are awesome. Okay, so if it's interesting, just join. Come in. Hit the subscribe button right now. That's enough. I share so many things on YouTube that you have no idea. 1 person has subscribed so far. If you are here, subscribe. Because I like you, and that is going to be a token of your appreciation towards me. And I'm going to feel loved. I'm going to feel seen. And all that stuff. It does help, though, algorithmically and programmatically and all that stuff. It does help, because that's going to make it shareable. More people are going to see it, because YouTube is like, there's value here. The more you share it, more people will hear a message that you resonate with. Most people do not because they need to know why. We have to teach people, so share it. I want to actually make the entire folder of images and videos that we create from the Tribe Experience almost publicly available in Google Drive. So speaking on that is still a thought. I haven't decided yet. If there is a person out there right now who does videography really well, you have to love it, bro. Or sis, if you love videography and editing videos and photographs and all that stuff, and you see that this is probably something that you should be a part of, I can make you have more freedom in life. I'm not going to go in. I can say things that most people couldn't believe, so I'm going to just say it's going to make you feel good, the things that we're going to do together. That goes for all things. We need a UI designer. We need a programmer. If you love Python, hit me up. But don't dream small. That's one of the requirements that I have. If we're going to work together, you have to be as crazy as I am, thinking that it is actually possible to change the world, because only then will you do the things that most people will cower for and actually go out there and do the change that you want to see in it. I love all your faces. All your faces. If you want to have a talk with me, either on a podcast guest, as a podcast guest, go to torsapolo.com/guest. If it's not live, reach out and let's fix it. But that's it. That's all I have. I have to go to bed after having an amazing dinner. I love your face. And I close off Zoom. We didn't figure out the technical parts right now, Marius, but we're going to do that. We are going to talk again. Tomorrow is a new day. We have done everything that we can to make people contact you or me. Maybe they already have. To get you from Knokfjellveien 3, Vegårshei, to me. Details about location will be shared with the one who is chosen. I hope it was interesting. Love your face. Bye. I'm going to actually end up with I'm not going to just end like that. I'm going to end better.